Hi again, I'm Jessi Collins, and welcome to our digital original, Jazzin' with Jessi. Yeah, jazz. I'm coming to you live from our band room with our awesome music director, Jason Halbert.
So awesome to be here with you.
Okay, in this segment, we get to sit down face-to-face, well, virtually face-to-face, with fellow singers, get to know them on a deeper level, vocalist to vocalist. Today, we've got Shaun Cassidy. He was a huge pop star in the late 70s. He also starred in the hit TV series, The Hardy Boys. In 1980, he finished a sold-out performance at the Astrodome and stepped away from music. He became a TV writer. Now he's back performing 45 years later with the Road to Us tour. Shaun's on the line now. Hello.
Hello, Jessi.
How are you, Shaun?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. It's very nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Okay, I have my first question for you. It is, why did you leave singing nearly 50 years ago? I would like to know personally.
Well, I didn't leave it in my living room. I've been singing at home for quite a while. I left it professionally because I was really lucky. I was able to transition to a different career as a writer-producer in television, and I've had a great career behind the scenes, which has been, frankly, better for my life. I think at an early age, I realized that all of the attention I was getting as a young kid pop star and as an actor and all that maybe wasn't delivering the life that I wanted. I loved performing and I loved acting. The writers felt like magicians to me, that they could create stuff out of the air, and they could live at home while they did it and not be in a hotel somewhere. And that just seemed like a great choice on a creative and personal level. And I was fortunate I was able to do it.
I mean, that sounds pretty nice. Sounds pretty
It
nice.
is nice.
That sounds pretty nice. So at this point, what brought you back? You're back.
Only recently. I took about 40 years off. My last concert was at the Astrodome in Houston for 55,000 people, 1980. I said goodnight. Didn't think it would be 40 years before I did another one, but that's just how things landed, and it was fine. But I missed the connection with people. I think the pandemic had something to do with it. We all got even more isolated than we may have already been, and I wanted to go out and talk to people. And I didn't want to go out and try and replicate the success I'd had as a kid. I thought that might have been kind of embarrassing, putting on satin pants and trying to grow my hair all shaggy long.
Good for you. But, a lot of people don't understand that.
Yes, I've noticed. I've seen that. But somebody said to me, hey, dude, you're a storyteller. That's been your job. Why don't you just go out and tell stories? And I wrote a one-man show without any music at all. And they said, well, people might throw furniture at you if you don't sing "Da Do Run Run" or some other hit song. So I found a way to weave the songs into the story so it felt authentic to me now, but would also deliver on whatever nostalgia value the audiences of old wanted. And fortunately, we're getting a lot of audiences of new, too, because of a show I was on called The Hardy Boys. It's been on Peacock and on YouTube, and so we get to see a lot of people in their 20s, which is kind of amazing.
I mean, performing some of these songs with such a gap in between the last time you did them, they have to be hitting a little bit differently now. Is there a particular song that just feels different than when you sang it 45 years ago?
Well, they all feel different. I actually have thought a lot about people who have continued for 40 years to sing their hits. I don't know how they don't end up hating all those songs, but all of my songs feel so fresh to me, and I can sing them with a level of passion and commitment that I don't think I would have gotten anywhere close to had I continued doing it. But to your specific question, I was fortunate to do a Broadway show with my brother David called Blood Brothers, and we did this for over a year and a half on Broadway. And now in my show, my nephew, my brother Patrick's son, Cole, sings David's part in this duet, and it's kind of the emotional high point of the show.
Wow, that's amazing. What have your audiences been like now?
Weirdly, kind of as crazy as back in the day.
I believe that.
They're older, a lot of them. Many of them now have their driver's license, which is great. The underwear thrown at me is larger.
Yeah, sure.
Kidding aside, I actually feel a greater connection with many of them because there's a full circle experience here. It's kind of like meeting your old, high school girlfriend on a cruise ship.
Sure.
Everybody's kind of gone out and lived a life and had kids or gotten married or had jobs or whatever they've done. And hey, me too. And now here we are seeing each other again and kind of celebrating the fact that we're here. And again, there's more of a purpose-driven reason for doing this, for me anyway, in that I just looked around in the last 5-6 years and seeing how divided we all are. And I think in light of the fact that we're all behind these screens now with phones and all the crazy stuff, it just feels like if you can be a conduit to get people into a room together, to have a shared experience, be it at a theater or a concert hall or a church or whatever it is, do it. Do it.
Totally.
And I'm getting so much from it, you know?
So why'd you name this tour The Road to Us?
That's why it's called that. It's not called The Road to Me.
Amazing. Also, I was told that you're committed to giving back in a really specific way. Can you tell us about that?
Have been involved with a great organization called No Kid Hungry for a number of years.
Awesome.
And our family lives in the wine country of Santa Barbara. And as the pandemic began, a dear friend who's a fantastic winemaker called and said, hey, I've got 500 cases of this extraordinary Pinot Noir. Do you know anyone that might want to buy it? Because this was slated to go to all these high-end restaurants that were now closed. No place for the wine to go. Meanwhile, 1 in 7 kids were not getting a meal during the course of their day in America before the pandemic, and then suddenly 1 in 4. And so I called my buddies at No Kid Hungry, and I said, would you be interested in like me putting out a wine or a label on a wine and you guys making money off of it? And, sure, great. So I put a label on my buddy's wine called My First Crush, which I had just happened to trademark for something else.
Oh my gosh.
And it ended up being a great name for wine, and started selling it off social media, and then it kind of blew up, and now we have a website, myfirstcrush.com, and you can go join our wine club and help No Kid Hungry and help the grape growers in the San Ynez Valley and
Amazing.
enjoy a great bottle of wine.
It's really cool to meet you, and it's just for me personally, it's really cool to, I don't know, I think your journey right now is representing that like none of us are just one thing. It's so cool to just explore different things and new things, and the fact that you kind of gave up music for a while and became a writer and then came back to it, and I don't know, it's really inspiring. It's very, very cool to hear your story.
None of us are one thing. You're 100% right, and if you're creative, you tend to be creative in 100 different areas.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Also, our mutual friend Amir, just outside in the hall, told me to tell you hello. I told him I was going to be talking to you, and he said, "You're going to talk to Shaun. Tell him Amir says hi."
Oh, give him a big hug for me.
I will.
Big fan of his.
I
Big
will.
fan of his.
Definitely. Well, wonderful to meet you, man. Hopefully we'll see you out there on the road at some point, and I'll definitely be ordering some wine. All right. Thanks, Shaun. Wonderful to see you.
Thank you, Shaun.
Thanks, Jessi. Thanks, Jason.
Thank you.
Bye.